Good morning and welcome to my craft room. It is Saturday morning and about 6:15, which is later. Ever since the time change, I sleep a little later. So I guess the algorithms of my body kind of take over. So I'm no longer up at 5 a.m. But this morning I did linger outside. It's chilly and the full moon is still up, so it's bright. And I love that. So welcome to my craft room. I'm Yvonne from Amjour, and this is the Morning Coffee Journaling Club. I've still got a few things from last night on my desk. Last night we celebrated my granddaughter's birthday. She had some friends over and they had a great time. But I kept some of the ephemera from her party, decorations. I don't know if they'll make it into my journal, and some wrapping paper, but I have them and can use them, or I'll stash them away for another time. I'll set those over there. I've also been busy. These are the recipe cards. I think I showed you last week or possibly the week before. And so my plan is for some recipes to go into my November journal. And so 2 new ones. We're having a different Thanksgiving this year. We're traveling, taking our camper up to West Virginia. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've been doing a lot of prep ahead work. And so there won't be a roasted turkey in my oven this year. So that's kind of sad, but change and something new is also kind of exciting. So I've got some new recipes I still haven't finished filling out, and of course some tried and true ones that I'll be, even though I have these already in my recipe book, I'm gonna write them and stick them. I think the plan, I wrote new for 2024. The plan is to possibly make a pocket somewhere into this journal. So that's my plan for that. And this is my note from yesterday. I am not as caught up in my October journal. Excuse me, look, it's November. I think I have a hard time saying, oh my goodness, it's November. Let's see. But I have just a lot of things stuffed in where I just haven't, there's all my notes, I haven't taken the time to go back and journal, or I need to add the pictures, or even just glue down. So that's where I am in my journal. And we'll get to that in a minute. But I've also been spending some time pulling together some stuff. Let me see if I can get you up a little higher. Some stuff for next month, December. There's a lot of stuff that I've been gathering, and I think even in the bottom of this basket is stuff for January. So with that, I'm like, there's no way I can use all of this stuff in my journal. So I decided to share, and I had doubles of everything. So I'm going to list a pack of journaling, happy mail type things in my Etsy shop. And I'll just show you what I ended up with. Get rid of this, if I can get rid of that glare. There we go. It's because I have it in a cello bag. So at some point over the weekend, this will be listed in my Etsy shop. And you can find it, just search for Amjour. And you will find me. There's not many things up there right now, but that's okay. So I bought, of course, I bought paper, and so this was kind of a favorite, and so I thought I'd share because the paper pack I bought has 2 of everything. So it is single-sided, so the back, you can use this to make a journal, like I will probably do, and then that leaves you with a white page you have to deal with, or you can cut it up and make some journaling cards. And since I'll be shipping in a rigid, it'll ship in a rigid mailer, but I can't fit 12 by 12. So I cut it down, but you still have the full amount of paper. So if you used it in your journal, then you would still have some journaling cards or even a pocket that you could make this into. So that's the first thing. And then I have just some embellishments. There's 2 colors of ribbon. I love this color combination for December. It's like a burgundy and a navy almost, and that's the ribbon. And then I have it wrapped just on a piece of cardboard scrap with some washi tape that says "You are lovely," and then some embellishments, some jeweled embellishments for you to decorate somewhere in your journal. Then these cute little felt stickers. There's some Christmas type Christmas ball ornaments, I should say. There's 3 styles of those. And this cute little gingerbread man. I think he's so cute. So there's that. Kinds of little things. And since I will be continuing this morning coffee journaling recording in December, you'll see me use some of this stuff too. This is exciting. So this is just a stamped embellishment. I love that saying, but in a homemade envelope that you can also use in your journal. You can use the twine that it's wrapped in, but inside are all the numbers for the month that you can use on each page in your journal or somewhere else. Like here's the 23rd. They're all different. So it'll be kind of eclectic, but all the numbers you need for the month are in this envelope. And then a Christmas napkin. Love this. I love doing decoupage, and I will probably do this in my journal at some point. I have some decoupage projects over there, so I think I'll kind of add that napkin to it. What else? 2 tags just on the front. This is just paper. You can glue them down as a journaling spot, whatever you want to do. That's probably what I will do with mine at some point. And then there's some cute little cards. Again, this can be, I mean, you don't have to put it in your journal. You can give it to somebody. There is the envelope with it. But how cute is that? You have 2 little journaling spots in the card on the back. That's a cute little card. And there's 2 of these. These are, I'll be honest, I bought this pack at my local Goodwill. So there was a bunch of them in there. So I figured I'd share. I wouldn't use all of them. So all of these embellishments punch out. And then you have a nice frame to go around maybe a picture. And there's 2 of those, joy, and then this Christmas tree. And I think they're all buttons. Those are buttons that you could glue in as a little embellishment. And my favorite, I love these colors. Even though my house is more traditional, I like these colors for Christmas because it reminds me of the Grinch. And the Grinch is my favorite Christmas character. So I'm sharing some Grinch stickers and a Grinch card. again, I like these cards because they're blank completely on this front side. So you can use it as a journaling spot or journaling card, a tip this way or this way. I just love it. And then the cute envelope. How cute is this? Again, you don't have to put it in your journal. You can give it to somebody. But look at that. Look at that envelope. I think you saw me put an envelope in my November journal, and you could also use this to kind of stash some things in throughout the month. So, that cute envelope. What else? Oh, this is just the front of a Christmas card, but it's in, I don't know if you can see it. I embossed it and then kind of cut it out so you can make a pocket. However you want to use this, you can just glue it down on maybe that white, the back of that white page on one side, and that would give you just enough maybe color in around it, so to get rid of just the stark white. That would work. This came in a paper, not a paper pack, like a pack of papers. Like some were very thin that you kind of ripped apart and they frayed. It just looks really, really cute behind something. Like, where is that? I think it would go good with this set. In fact, I might tuck it in. It's too big to tuck in there, but keep it together in the little pack because it goes, the colors go. And you could back a picture in your journal or something. Cool. I often use book page as a background in my journals. I don't think I've done it in this series yet, but this is just watercolor to kind of soften this up and then take some pictures. By the time you cover it up, it's just literally a background and it looks kind of cool. Or you can rip it however you want, make it more junk journal style if you want. Here's some wrapping paper. I cut it with some deckled scissors so it kind of looks like you've ripped it off of that. You know how you go to stores that do the wrapping and they have those big giant reams of paper and then they rip it off. That's what that looks like. And again, this can be something to help with that stark white background. I think I bumped you, I'm sorry. You can just glue this down as a whole sheet and just use that as your background. Let's see what this would look like. Just had an idea. Maybe something like this. I don't know. Something. And last but not least, this background paper is just from a pack of collage papers. But to me it said Christmas. It was the night before, and you can fill in the blank. I glued some of my journaling prompts to it. I pulled 5 for the month of December, just like I did for October and November. September, I think I was like going to do 1 every day, and it just got to be too much. So 5 seemed to be the magic number. So for the month of December, we've got fabric, knitted sweater, scenery, sparkle or book page, and in a coffee shop. So here you go. This month, there's a few prompts that would be perhaps writing prompts. Maybe you meet a friend for coffee sometime, and you journal about that, or you literally take a picture of your favorite coffee shop. It doesn't matter. It's just how you interpret it. Fabric will be fun. I still have to find some fabric to use. I am working on another junk journal, and I may use some of the fabric from that in my December journal. Not sure yet. So anyway, that is what's going to be going on my Etsy shop sometime this weekend. If you're interested, you can check it out. You can find it at Ommjour, Ommjour, on Etsy. And grab it up for yourself. And maybe if it's popular, I might try to put together more of those kits for January and see how it goes. So let's see where I am in November, and I can tell you not very far. Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee. Let's see if I can get a little more light. There we go. So it's kind of a slow process. I think we worked on, honestly I don't remember, I think we worked on the front and back last time. So I have more things just kind of stuck in here that I will want to use or may use at some point. But there's a picture I wanted to stick in here. Okay. And again, remember, I did remember, here's a picture of my granddaughter, and I like to make sure I don't show her on this type of platform. So I was smart and turned it backwards. And so that may be the only thing I have left to do on this page. Can't remember if I showed you this or not. Yeah. So this was the time change. Well, we turned the clocks back Saturday, and I stuck a little clock there, and then today is when you really feel the effect, Sunday and Monday. So I just liked this, and I wanted to use it, so I just made it a tiny little tuck, and then I have this to do my journaling on, which I still haven't done. And let me make sure I get that back in there. I'm not going to do any journaling today. What I don't do, you saw me, I was going to put it this way and turned it around this way because this is a cutout from a magazine. If I put this Post-it note on it'll rip the magazine. These are some strong Post-its. So I'm just going to stick it right back where it was. And see, this page is done. Just kind of, there was nothing really going on. I used one of my prompts, flower, and just didn't even write. These type of flowers, I'm not an artist, if you can't tell, but I used to just doodle these flowers when I was younger. And so I was having a tough day, and I think actually, yeah, this is the day I went to therapy, and I don't mind telling you, yes, I'm in therapy. There's a lot going on in my life that I just need help with, and it's making me feel better. So the prompt for this was flower, and I just wrote that I used to draw those. Not for that. I still haven't finished this page. I think that's hard for me. Not sure where we're going to start today. Yeah, so I did glue some stuff down here. My granddaughter got sick. So on Wednesday, we had to pick her up from school, and she had a fever. And then, which is normal. I mean, the fever doesn't scare me. What did scare me is that by Friday, we couldn't shake this fever. And still, even Thursday afternoon, we knew she was going to have to go to the doctor. Excuse me. And so, but we couldn't get her in to the doctor. So Friday, we just went and took her to the urgent care. And they did a chest x-ray, and she has pneumonia. And I'm like, what? Because she really wasn't very sick. It literally just went straight to her chest. So that was last week. Oh, I was like, what? Because she's better now. So that is good news. She's taken all of her meds and she's on the mend. And she even was able to have her little birthday get together with her friends last night. And here is last night. And here's more of the stuff from her party. Her actual birthday is around Thanksgiving. I'm weird. I don't want to say certain things on this type of platform. So, her actual birthday is very close to Thanksgiving. So, she never really gets to have a party. So since she's been with us, this is year 5, I believe. We've been doing a party ahead of time, and that seems to work, and she enjoys herself, and that's what matters. So I think we'll start here, and then Tuesday I leave. The rest of the year for me is going to be extremely busy, and so we'll just see how it goes with this journaling club. I think this is where we're going to start, and see how far we get. So let's go. this is where I think I have to stop because I cannot find the pin that goes inside this glue. And this is my favorite glue. It's probably staring right at me. But it's almost time up anyway. My coffee is cold. I need another cup. This still needs something, but there we go. And you saw me draw some spaces in for pictures. I need to print pictures. I'm not going to draw the space, but there's a picture that goes with this. This is one of my hashtags that I put on my Instagram page. It's my pre-tired life. In a different life, I had a blog. I loved my blog, but it was a huge time commitment, and with the change with my granddaughter coming to live with us, that was one of the things that I had to let go of. So because life happens, right? But I still do keep post from time to time on the Instagram site. I don't have the blog anymore, and I'm very sad about that, but it's okay. Yeah, oh yes, coffee is cold. And I really do not know where that pin went to. So I'm going to leave you here. I will see you again next week. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Saturday, and hopefully you are doing some journaling of your own. Check out my Etsy shop if you're interested in that. I guess I'll call it a Happy Mail pack for December. If it goes well, I'll also do some for January, which I already have plenty of stuff in my basket for January. These months are easy to come up with ephemera. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a good Saturday.